guys, welcome to small Vienna, also known as Timisoara, which is one of the third biggest cities in Romania. First things first, I want to show you one of our national treasures. Hi guys, welcome to Timisoara, which is one of the third biggest cities in Romania. First, before we start, I want to show you one of our national treasures, which you can see behind me. It is the Dacia car. Maybe you heard about it. We are very proud. Today the city has about 400,000 inhabitants, and it's one of the biggest university centers in the country. About 10% of the inhabitants are students. So before we go and meet our local guide, I want to thank Pedro for the lovely soundtrack of the video. And yeah, let's get going. So guys, I want to introduce to you Armand. He's gonna take us on the journey through the city. He's a local guide here for 3 years already. So Armand, my first question is, what is your favorite thing about the city?
Well, hello at first. Yes, my favorite thing, I don't know. I think the fact that so many cultures lived here for so many years, I think this is my favorite thing. Germans, Hungarians, Romanians, Serbians and so on are living here in harmony, so I think that's great. A small example for that is this building. We have here a pharmacy, and you can see this thing, the windows. One window is written in German, one in Hungarian, and one in Romanian. So this is kind of a small example for that.
All right, nice. So I think we should get going and explore some more. Alright, so we are having our first stop for some goodies. Can you tell us more about what's gonna come next?
Yeah, so I will tell you this. This is a beer garden, but at first it was actually a personal house of the governor, and he brought here the army. But you know, the soldiers had to drink something, so this is why the people of Timisoara built the first brewery out of Romania, and our local beer, it's called Timisoara.
Very inspiring.
Yeah, a big name for a big city. But everybody says that Timisoara was a good beer. No, it was like shit. It was really bad. But it was better than water. So let's drink some Timisoara. I don't know.
These are called, we call them Mitch or the Littles. I'm sure you know the original ones, the kebabcici. I think they are Serbian. Are they Serbian? Or from Yugoslavia?
They're Muslim. Let's go with
Merci. But this is the much better version of them. I mean, you take it with zemp, with mustard, and you just enjoy it. To get a better understanding, It's oily. It's like the tredelnik in the Czech Republic, you know, in Prague, the thing that all the students from EF eat, which is actually original Hungarian. How do they call it? The Kurtos kolach. But yeah, the Czech people made a much better version because they saw it got a hole in it, so they filled it with ice. So did we. We filled it with some weird stuff, made them fat and delicious.
Is that you cannot consider yourself Romanian if you never eat meat or littles.
And it's not kebab chichi.
Just to be clear.
Right. So we have here fried dough with sour cream and cranberry jam, or like forest fruit jam, usually, which is complementing the whole dish. And it is a traditional Romanian dessert with lots of calories but very, very tasty. So let's see. Really good.
So Armand, how did you become a local guide in Timisoara?
Well, I don't know. I'm also an actor, and a friend of mine who often comes to shows was asking me if I want to become a local guide because he needed someone to speak German, and I also speak German. And I said, yeah, okay, why not? Because I always liked history and people, and that was like a
And being an
done
actor,
deal.
you needed some extra money.
Right.
What do the tourist groups expect when coming to Timisoara, and what's their like opinion, or are they impressed regarding Timisoara and the sights they see here?
Well, most of them don't expect nothing. I mean, they have no idea what's coming their way. Most of them only know about something about communism, or they see these viral videos of YouTube with, I don't know, children homes from the 90s, and they expect like a savage country torn by poverty or I don't know what. And they see, oh my god, there are, I don't know, cars and people.
And
They're-
TVs.
Yes, yeah. So,
Electricity.
it's, yeah, but to be frank, the first time they come here, because they don't expect nothing, they're really surprised. And if they see a problem, they overlook it because it doesn't bother them. But if they come for the second time, then the problem is more obvious. Or they have friends and they say, yeah, go to Timisoara because it's great, it's, I don't know, everything you want. And then that people come here with a greater expectancy, and they aren't disappointed, but they can see the problem. So yeah, we have to work on it.
I've been waiting for you. Welcome! We are in the main square of Timisoara, also called the Revolution Square or the Opera Square, because it's where the high point of the revolution took place. It's where Ceausescu has had his very important speech. It's also the site of a lot of important moments during the revolution, also where a lot of people died, unfortunately. And it's also called the Opera Square because we are next to the Opera House, which, as you see, is under construction. And actually the whole square, half of the square is under construction because we are getting ready for European Capital of Culture 2021, which should happen next year, but maybe will be postponed due to the COVID crisis. It's still under discussion. But itself, the title is more a trouble than a positive thing for Timisoara because it sparked a lot of political conflict, and all in all, it didn't work out. Things didn't work out as we were planning. An interesting fact about our opera house is the fact that in this building we actually have 4 institutions. We have the opera house, we have the National Theatre, we have the German State Theatre and the Hungarian State Theatre. And Timisoara is the only city in Europe where you have official theatres in 3 different languages in the same building. So it's quite unique. And it's interesting that people really come to see those shows, although they don't speak the language, and they have overtitles, so they can read during the shows the translation of the text. So it's quite another example how Timisoara is a nice combination of cultures and languages. And maybe you can tell us a bit about the revolution and maybe some important key moments.
Around 40,000 people gathered here during the revolution. Here was a bloodbath. You can see those marks of bullets right there. People were shot here from all angles. And during the revolution, people tried to flee, and they fled in that direction. They wanted to go in the church. And regarding that church is the biggest Orthodox church in Romania, and also the tallest. So take that, Bucharest. This is the largest Baroque complex from Southeast Europe.